Well, this is a 2017 model, so there's these push pins, 3 of them down here at the base of the sloping panel that we need to remove. And the way you remove them is you stick a screwdriver into this center pin, and then the push pin will come out. So to do that, we just pull this like that, and you could have a pair of pliers, but there it is, and you want to, probably not going to need it. And then you can actually remove this, and that's what you got to do to each one of those. So, as can be seen, this is that metal bracket supposedly right here with the 3 places you're supposed to put this little clip. Well, that's the way you want the flat side facing out, and this one is going to be pretty easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're going to have to do. This is probably going to be the most difficult part of the job, is you've got to slide the metal piece in between here with the flat side out. So I'm going to use one of my fingers in the back. I think we're going to have to take this panel off really to do this right. I just don't see how this is going to be easy to do up here and get your fingers in there. So it says here that you don't need to do that, but I do not see how we're going to get that one. If you can see, I've got access to this one hole up at this end, which would have been very difficult, and probably the middle hole and that first hole. I think now that I've pulled these screws all the way down from both sides, so I can maneuver that little clip. So I'm going to put these on with the flat side out, and we're going to see. You're going to have to spread this out a little bit with 2 screwdrivers, and then you can easily slip it over there. But as tight as this is, it's not going to work well. So you need to spread this a little bit. There, I got it spread. Now I'm going to put that center one on, and you can kind of watch me. And I got the first one on. Okay, now I got to go in here. Now, see, I got it too low. This really works. A piece of wood. And yeah, I got her about right. And then you just put that right there. And then okay, and then I've got to slide it up. Yep, I see it. I can use my screwdriver to kind of get it in there. Same way with this. Use your screwdriver to kind of line it up. And now this one, I can probably get to it easy enough. Well, you're not. Alright, make sure you get the flat side out now. And I'm going to see if I can put this right here. And with my finger behind it, yeah. Oh yeah. That's the key. And my little tool here, my bobbin tool, right here. There. You gotta have you a tool like. Okay, this is a T25 Torx bit that you can take these side screws off. And now I'm going to put them all back in. But I'm not going to make you watch. And I'm going to line them all up first, and then there's one push pin down here that I got to push in, and there, and same on the other side. So I'm going to do it all. We're up to step 15. Insert 3 6mm long screws with washers in place. Thread in only until the nut is completely engaged as shown in JK page 1. This is what it looks like. A lock washer, a stainless steel washer, and the plastic washer. The plastic washer is going to be toward the plastic material there, the sloping back panel. Now we're going to put these into these holes right here, and we're going to just screw them in a little ways so they're in there and not pull out. Now you want to make sure that you get all of these washers all the way up to the head, like that. See how the washers are all the way back and they're in, because the fender, the back of the fender is going to slide over with these slots. Now here's where I'm going to prepare this area so I don't mess up anything. Like this. Okay, now what we're going to do is these are the slots. We're going to go down over those bolts, and we're going to put this in place and see how it works. So I'm going to put it up there as close as I can get it and watch. Okay, now there, we have to hold this in place until we get secured. So now I need to make sure, yep, I've got all 3 washers, lock, stainless steel, and plastic up against this fender. So I got them in position, and now here I need to be able to hold this. If you're by yourself like I am, you're going to have a way of holding this fender in position, and I just happen to have a piece of rope come around, and you can adjust it and pop it right under there, and that'll be your third hand. Number 17 step on page 3 says tighten front 3 bolts to seat in place while supporting the fender. I've got it supported. These bolts will be loosened later prior to adjustment of the fender. So I just tighten. Okay, we're going to attempt to mount the fender brace bracket up underneath here, and what we're going to do is push this baby up, and we want this, and we have the airfoil here. We're going to line these up and push hard to try and get this lined up, and then push hard over and okay. Gotta get up and push. And we have to see if it's lining up. Let me move this over, let you see a little bit there. Okay. it in the slot, and I'll push and see if I can. Nope. Cannot get them up in there. Okay. All right. Let me see here. All right. Let's mount the DOT reflector in there, and this is the airfoil. And we're going to just push this up, and with everything loose, it will allow me to maneuver the fender to get the best alignment. So now I need to get my bolt here, and let's see, a bolt, lock washer, and a flat washer, and then I line my holes up along with the DOT bracket, which has slots in it, and I push hard and push back as best I can. You see that? We got one.